Roger Federer picked up his retribution 11 years on with triumph over incredible adversary Rafael Nadal to achieve a 12th Wimbledon last. A rematch of their great 2008 title decider. 1 in 5 throbbing sets by Nadal, had been foreseen more than any counterpart for quite a long time at the All England club, and it didn't disillusion. The last stages were stuffed brimming with exceptional pressure and show, with Nadal sparing 4 match focuses. Be that as it may, following 3 hours and 2 minutes, it was Federer, a month short of his 38th birthday celebration, who secured a 7-6-3, 1-6-3, 6-4 triumph, and the opportunity to take on Novak Djokovic on Sunday. Should he win, it would give the ever-enduring Swiss a 9th Wimbledon title and take him to 21,000 Pummel trophies, 3 in front of Nadal and 6 clear of Djokovic. This was Federer and Nadal's 40th gathering, a conflict of styles and characters that goes back 15 years and keeps on catching the creative mind like nothing else in game. Nadal had won 24 of their past 39 matches and 10 of 13 at the Hammers. However, a triumph for Federer in the 2017 Australian Open last had demonstrated to him that he could win again when it made a difference most. For sure, Nadal had not beaten Federer on a surface other than mud since 2014, finishing a keep running of 5 straight thrashings in the semi-finals of the French Open a month ago. Be that as it may, the 33-year-old has played on grass without agony in his knees for the most recent few years and had looked in fine fettle all through this fortnight. The Spaniard's serve had been especially amazing. He went into the match having served a greater number of aces than Federer, and the principal set was outstanding for what a small number of arouses there were. John Isner or Ivo Karlovic would have been glad for the serving measurements the two men delivered, with the main breakpoint coming in the 8th game and spared by Nadal. Federer was getting fundamentally more returns in play, however, and in the tie-break that paid profits. Nadal was twice an early smaller than normal separation. However, Federer won the last 5 points to take first blood, his strike, so frequently the bellwether of his odds against his incredible opponent, murmuring like a vintage sports vehicle. Had he enjoyed one of 2 reprieve focuses in the 3rd round of the subsequent set, he may have pulled away. However, the motor started to fizzle a little and Nadal dashed through the following 4 amusements to level the match. Federer expected to readjust, and he did, holding serve easily toward the beginning of the 3rd set, and after that dialing appropriate back into break for 3-1. He won on a ding-dong point at the net. Nadal frowning in dissatisfaction at having been not able to make history the ball past his rival. This was the challenge that had been salivated over, serve never again on top. Each man testing the other as far as possible in throbbing arouses. Nadal had 2 opportunities to crush straight spirit, however Federer spared them. The ace assailant demonstrating his opponent that he, as well, can safeguard as though his life relied upon it. The group thundered their endorsement as he held for 4-1 and 1 break demonstrated all that anyone could need. Federer completing a practically ideal set with a count of 15 victors and 2 unforced mistakes. It was Nadal looking shy of answers. However, the clenched hand siphoned towards his crate when he held serve to open the 4th set demonstrated that he would do all that he could to attempt to discover them. Be that as it may, in spite of being about 5 years more youthful than his adversary, it was he who appeared to have lost the spring in his progression, and Federer made another stride towards the end goal with a break for 2-1. Nadal had been enraged by being seeded lower than Federer regardless of his higher positioning, and he shouted at himself when another opportunity to apply genuine weight went asking in the 6th game. So frequently he has had the option to awaken himself higher than ever at the most significant minutes. However, here the snapshots of enchantment were originating from the opposite end. At the point where Nadal spared two match focuses at 3-5, it appeared as though this challenge may have a bend reminiscent of 2008, and the last game was basically a match in itself. A shanked crush sold out Federer's nerves, yet he held firm to spare a breakpoint and continued pushing forward when Nadal created two of his best purposes of the match to spare two more match focuses. On the fifth possibility, Nadal's obstruction at long last ran out, Federer raising his arms skywards as a keep-going, frantic strike flew long.